July 11, 2025, on a scorching July afternoon, officers responded to a hair salon on S. Cooper Street around 10:15 Friday morning for a shoot where a man sat in a barbershop chair getting a simple haircut. His life came to a violent end at the hands of the very woman he once called his wife, and moments later, she turned the firearm on herself. Now before we get to this point, let's take it back 24 hours prior.
She killed herself, bro. Let's not act like we didn't hear. She took herself, right? And she had a son. They had a son that it was hard to take care of because he stripped her from everything, chat. Close your eyes and squint with me. What the hell? Now the baby ain't got no dad or no mama. The baby going through hell. Oh my. The baby about to go through hell, bro.
You wanna go up too? Let's do it. And if you up that pipe, go shoot it. And a life eraser, man. Taking these drugs that cover my pain since my life's been ruined.
Man, Texas woman killed her ex in the barbershop after he scammed her for the mortgage. Shorty, tap it in.
Business mentorship. This is not just a course. It's your map to a brighter average of personal credit. But you'll also...
I just don't understand how many different versions on how she ended up deceased. I got murder, suicide, I got someone shot, I know it ain't police shot her because it'll be blocked out down the street, so there ain't no police shot her.
Fam, you ever love somebody so deep that you blind about who they really are? Love can be a beautiful thing, don't get me wrong, but it all...
Hell yeah, bro. When you love somebody, bro, you be really blinded about who they really are, bro. That's why you gotta watch who you get your love out to. And it's like you can't even watch. Cause like they playing this, they putting this image in front of you like they're what you actually think they are. You feel me? In reality, they don't be that. They can be grimy, snaked out, and leave you disappointed, shorty. You feel me?
Also can be the very force that destroy you from the inside out. What happens when a person you once trusted with your heart becomes the same person that takes everything from you, leaving you with nothing but broken promises, unpaid bills, and sleepless nights? Well, in today's story, we talk about a tragic story out there in Texas that proves love isn't always enough to save a relationship. And sometimes it can cost you your life. Fam, the story we talk about today was supposed to be a success story. A husband and wife team building a credit repair business together, chasing dreams and raising a family. But behind closed doors was resentment and betrayal that started to pile up. There's been false rumors about why this man allegedly lost his life. But since then, to clear up some of the rumors, a lot of people associated with his past has now spoken up. The man at the center of this story allegedly stripped his wife from everything. The businesses, the finances, and stability, and ultimately, the ability to provide for their young son. And when someone feel like they lost...
Wait, I'm confused. Feels his wife. How he stripped her from everything? I'm confused. And even if he did, okay. Even if he did, if it wasn't all, if it was all in his stuff, you can't really do nothing about it. So you just going out bad. But if you had your name on stuff, bro, y'all signed shit, bro, you would have been smooth, bro. You could have took that to court, bro. You know. And y'all was married before, and they probably ain't signed no prenup. Do your homework on that shit. I ain't signed that
This
shit.
story allegedly stripped his wife from everything. The businesses, the finances, and stability. And ultimately, the ability to provide for their young son. And when someone feel like they lost everything, fam, there's no telling what they'd do in order to reclaim a sense of control. But like my mother always told me, you your biggest example. Apply that to anyone you come across. If a person got X amount of kids, and don't take care of them. If you have one with them, don't expect nothing different.
Yeah.
And that pretty much apply for every lesson in life. So
And y'all females be putting this up on yourself, cause like, bro, y'all be in a relationship, and then y'all start seeing who they really is, and then y'all stay, thinking something's gonna better up, and y'all stay. And girl, ain't shit about to change, girl. The more you sit there and be stupid, the more he knows that you gonna be stupid, the more you get used, dummy. Do your homework on that shit.
before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Friday, July 11, 2025, on a scorching July afternoon, officers responded to a hair salon on S. Cooper Street around 10:15 Friday morning for a shoot where a man sat in a barbershop chair getting a simple haircut. His life came to a violent end at the hands of the very woman he once called his wife, and moments later, she turned the firearm on herself. Now before we get to this point, let's take it back 24 hours prior.
She killed herself, bro. Let's not act like we didn't hear. She took herself, right? And she had a son. They had a son that it was hard to take care of because he stripped her from everything, chat. Close your eyes and squint with me. What the hell? Now the baby ain't got no dad or no mama. The baby going through hell. Oh my. The baby about to go through hell, bro. Hell no, bro.
Prior, fan meet William Todd Austin, 37 years old, from Arlington, Texas. For his occupation, he do credit repairs.
Designed a revolutionary approach called the Credit Champs Business Mentorship. This is not just a course, it's your map to a brighter financial future. With this mentorship, not only will you learn to repair and leverage your personal credit, but you'll also dive deep into the world of business credit, learn the nuances of structuring your business, discover strategies to secure up to $150K in funding, and even understand how to buy vehicles in your business name without any down payment. In case we haven't met yet, let me share a bit about me. I've founded multiple businesses, navigated the challenging waters of credit, both personal and business, and mentored countless individuals like you to financial success. I remember when I was just starting out, much like some of you. The world of credit seemed like a dense forest with no clear path. My past mistakes loomed large, and the myriad of business structuring choices only added to the confusion. But through the years of experience, research, and some hard lessons.
Now, Todd allegedly had 9 kids. He was once married to a woman named Timon Michelle Williams
9 kids,
until they
crazy.
recently got a divorce and a settlement that was in his favor in court. Hours before Todd had went to his local barbershop, he went to Facebook and said the following: "Fixing your credit should be your main priority. It can literally change your life." But little did Todd know is that hours later he would be met by his ex-wife, and it wouldn't get exposed until after the tragic event on why she decided to go to that local barbershop, take his life before taking hers. Nonetheless, at around 10:15 a.m., the CEO of Credit Champs had went on the 7800 block of South Cooper Street to get his shape up from his mentioned salon and spa Galleria in Arlington, Texas. Once sitting in the chair, his ex-wife allegedly stormed inside the business, shot him multiple times while sitting in the chair, leaving Todd.
Yeah, she knew he was there. His car was in the front. I think that was his Cybertruck in the front. He the only nigga that pulled up with that blue bright ass Cybertruck. She knew where that nigga was at. She was looking for that nigga. She probably went to go see if he was getting a haircut or something, 'cause she knew where he gets haircuts and stuff. That lady, that was his wife, so she know more about him than he probably knew about it. So, you feel me?
On the spot Galleria in Arlington, Texas. Once sitting in the chair, his ex-wife allegedly stormed inside the business, shot him multiple times while sitting in the chair, leaving Todd DOA. May he rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family. Before shortly after, Timon allegedly returned the gun on her. May she rest in peace, and love and condolences to her family.
A dude was getting his hair cut, and a woman came in and shot him, and while he in the chair while he getting his hair cut.
I feel bad for the people that actually had to sit there and watch that shit. Dude, I'm like home watching that shit.
So, that's how that's going. And I just don't understand. I just don't understand how many different versions on how she ended up deceased. I got died, I got even. I know that police shot her because it'll be blocked out down the street, so there ain't no police shot her. So, but I did get 2 birds, and I'm gonna wait till they come out. No one shot her, so.
And the people that be killing themselves after they kill somebody, bro, they know they not about to go do this time in jail, bro. They not about to go do this time in jail, bro. I don't know nobody that's about to rather stay alive and go to jail for the rest of their life than off they self. And if you one of them people that I'd rather go to jail for the rest of your life than not feel some shit, you's a very strong-minded and a strong person. Cause shit, looking at the wall every time you wake up, nigga, you could wish you was dead. Shit, no good food, none of that. Nigga, wish you was dead, nigga. Nigga, you go wish you off yourself, nigga.
But there's supposed to be 2 people deceased.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly. Dang, I should have put on a caption. Allegedly 2 people. But for sure, the dude getting his haircut is deceased guy. So it is. I got two too. So it's a woman and a man deceased. They trying to say, I see other news stations trying to say murder, but we'll have to see on that part. Because I don't know if she killed herself or someone shot her.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, bro, y'all gotta watch these crazy people y'all be messing with. Because as soon as you start messing with them and you take everything that you had away from them, and you can actually take it away from them without any police or anything getting involved.
So, but she did shoot him while he getting a haircut in the church.
Now, at the time, people ran with the narrative to come up with the story that he allegedly gave his wife HIV. They assumed the worst based on the circumstances about the story. But a day after, a woman had spoke up, a woman who allegedly used to talk to Todd and expose some facts and allegedly set the record straight. She went to Facebook.
HIV. Oh my God. Now, if he actually had HIV too, that would be crazy. That would be diabolical. But why they say that? All the things, where did HIV come from?
Allegedly used to talk to Todd and expose some facts and allegedly set the record straight. She went to Facebook and said the following: "Greed is real. The real story. I've talked to close friends and family. At the time they met, she was a single, very stable mother with everything. Good job, retirement check, homeowner with a few cars. Todd did not have the resources or success people often believe. In fact, he had a history of deceptive behavior and was not financially stable. The relationship moved quickly, but they were never married and were only together for a few years. And according to public records, she is correct, as I looked them up on the county website. They had a mutual agreement that Todd would move out of her home and that they would amicably separate their shared businesses. Although he initially moved out, he became increasingly hostile and began returning to her residence uninvited. This led her to obtaining a restraining order against him in March. After moving out, Todd removed her name from their shared business account, changed the associated email, and withdrew all funds, approximately $96,000, leaving her without access to money she needed for living expenses. She had not been working due to her carrying their baby and was relying on those savings. He also found a way to access and withdrew funds from her personal account. Further compounding the situation, Todd filed fraudulent disputes on 18 months worth of mortgage payments that she had paid from their business account. This resulted in a foreclosure notice in July, demanding $55,000 or requiring her to vacate the property within 60 days. Since he had removed her name from the business account, it was difficult for her to contest the fraud claims. Meanwhile, Todd used the misappropriated funds to purchase a Cybertruck. Legal proceedings followed, focusing on the division of their joint-built business. Credit check.
Yo. Now that is kind of crazy, bro, because, nigga, we was on the joint account, bro. You could at least give me my paper and let me get up out of there, shorty, but you took everything. You even took the money out of my personal account. Shit, I'd have killed his ass too, but I ain't even feeling sorry for his ass no more. I ain't feeling sorry for that nigga. He
Legal proceedings followed, focusing on the division of their joint-built business.
He was mad because he had to go. Do your homework on have it and go, nigga. What the hell, you mad because you gotta go?
Just a Cybertruck. Legal proceedings followed, focusing on the division of their joint-built business. Credit check. Last week, the court ruled in Todd's favor, granting him full ownership of the business and all 3 vehicles purchased under its name. Despite her significant role in starting and growing the company, she was left with nothing. No business, no income, and only a few clients in her personal account. She had attempted to reach a compromise, asking Todd for $20,000 to help her and the baby stabilize. But he refused and responded cruelly, stating, "F her and the baby." She was not driven by jealousy. She was desperate, soon to be homeless, and had been completely stripped of everything she helped build. Also, she did.
Hell yeah, bro. Anybody going on the murder spree, nigga, if you work for something, bro, you been working for all this all your life. And you was the one that started off with the money when the nigga ain't had nothing. Now that he get everything, he want to take your money plus his and take away the business, but that's messed up, bro.
Did not have a.
That's why you don't get no business with nobody, bro. Like, bro, just because you married don't mean go and start a business with them, bro. You don't know what can happen. Shit like this happens, shorty. And it happens so much. I don't even know why people still even getting married. But the people that actually can go through a marriage, bro, I'm happy for y'all. Like, with this generation, bro, it's like marriage, bro. If you think about marriage, you need your ass slapped on, bro. Cause you just bound to get dead bad. But if you actually having a good marriage, bro, I'm actually happy for you. Like, seriously, bro. No shade around it, none of that, bro. I'm really proud of y'all.
HIV. She also wrote, I'm not here to bash anyone, but I do have a personal story to share, a real one, based on my own experience. I was in a relationship with William Todd Austin for nearly 2 years, during which we dated while he was between the ages 24 and 26. It was a wild and emotionally draining experience. After about 22 months of dating, I made the mistake of allowing him to move in with me. That's when everything took a darker turn. At the time, I was and still am a business owner, and I exposed him to a different level of lifestyle and business insight. I introduced him to entrepreneurship, from selling hair to clothing, and he learned a lot from me. Unfortunately, rather than showing appreciation or giving credit, he took what he learned and passed it off as his own, never once acknowledging where it came from. It became clear over the time he was trying to mimic everything I did. Every business idea I had, he tried to copy. He presented himself as a nice guy, but the reality was different. Behind closed doors, there was a pattern of manipulation, jealousy, and dishonesty. Despite
Like, man, you should have been stopped that, bro. Like, you gotta see the signs and shit, bro. But you should see, like, when y'all getting arguments and shit, and the nigga was messed up, so he couldn't leave. You gotta see all the little shit he giving you, shorty. Nigga probably acting like he needs you and shit. In reality, he using you, bro, until he get up and where he needs to be.
his charming behavior in public, he had narcissistic tendencies and constantly blaming me for everything. Child support letters started arriving, multiple each month, addressed to him with different names. When I questioned him, he claimed he only had 3 children, and the others were falsely attributing kids to him. His explanations never added up, and when I asked why he didn't communicate with his kids, he blamed toxic relationship with their mothers. As our relationship deteriorated, he began lashing out verbally and behaving recklessly, even taking my cars without permission while I slept. His resentment grew as I continued to succeed financially, and the lies only intensified. After just 2 months of living together, I asked him to leave. The decision didn't come without consequences. After the breakup, he began stalking me, attempted to break into my house and businesses, and even created fake social media accounts where he posted intimate photos of me without my consent. I had to obtain a restraining order and begin process of filing charges for non-consensual pornography.
Like, bro, niggas get a female that do posh shit like that, and you blowing it, shorty, bro. You blowing it, bro. You blowing it, but I'd have slapped you if I heard what she was doing. I'd have slapped the shit out you, shorty. On me out with
a felony offense. Once I sent him proof of the legal action, he backed off and took the content down. Looking back, it was a difficult but vulnerable lesson. I saw him recently at Club Echo in Dallas, and he appeared calmer and more content. I take full accountability for ignoring red flags and allowing this situation to go on as long as it did. But I've learned and grown from it and said never again. Sending prayers up for the kids. Greed, DV, and mental health is so real. I'm glad she was able to walk away and speak her story. Nonetheless, everybody who was affected, we want to send love and prayers. And to the 2 victims, we want to say once again, rest in peace and love and condolences to their families.
Yeah, rest in peace to them, man. I see now. I see why she did it, bro. There was no other way you could have went about this, bro. She worked hard for these businesses, nigga. She even put you on the businesses, nigga. And then you able to make your own stuff, and you snatch everything away from her because y'all broke up and shit, bro. That's sick, bro. Slaughter gang shit, murder gang shit. My bad. But I done did your ass too. We out.